size of that salad I had, Debbie. It was huge. Hello, welcome back to Crafters TV. Welcome back to our Monday afternoon install. Well, Monday afternoon here in the UK. Could be Monday morning for you if you are stateside. And what, of course, we're talking about is Monday Makers, which is awesome because it means we get to look at a load of awesome products, see a load of awesome demonstrations, and we're joined by an awesome craft expert in the studio as well. And there's a craft ambassador too, but let's meet the expert first. It is the lovely Debbie. How are you? I always feel like this bit is like the bit at the start of the chase where they bring the chaser out and you don't know who it's going to be.
Do you know
who would you be if you were going to be a chaser?
If I was a chaser, do you know I've been actually compared to the vixen on the chaser?
The vixen?
The vixen, yeah, when I wear my hair up. When I wear my hair up, yeah, I'm actually, and when I've got my pointy specs on, I got mistaken for the vixen when I was on a bus once, and I don't travel by buses very often, let me tell you. But yeah, I got mistaken for the vixen.
Do you think the vixen travels by bus?
I wonder if she does.
I bet she does.
Yeah,
where were you going on the bus? I mean, I'm intrigued now.
Just on a local run. Oh, okay. I'd forgot the car, and I thought, oh, do you know when you walk back, get my legs walking? Didn't like it after all that, so I jumped on bus.
Absolutely, I don't blame you. We've also got a craft ambassador. We'll meet in just a second. Loads of you are chatting away with us already. There's so many of you. Lynn's in, Suzette's here as well. I can see Monica from Michigan. Mary's here in New Mexico. Patty's here from Michigan as well. Mary's here, and Louise, Sally, Alison, Roberta, Lisa, Dee. Loads of you chatting away with us in the comments, which we absolutely love. Now, we have got some awesome deals. We'll be seeing those soon, but we have just started and reinstated, which has been lovely, Craft Ambassador. And this week's Craft Ambassador is the lovely Emma Winter. Emma, how are you doing?
Hello, Joe. Good afternoon.
It's so lovely to have you on the show with us. Good afternoon. Well, the good afternoon in the accent implies that you must be here in the UK. Whereabouts are you joining us from today?
I'm in Sleaford in Lincolnshire.
Ah, okay. I used to live in Peterborough, which I imagine is not hugely that far from there. I know that we're going to be speaking to you and dropping in on you as we go through the show. So I hope you've got lots of things ready. I hope you've got... I'm going to ask you some questions as well. I'll have a little think about them as I go through the show. They won't be too personal, don't worry, Emma. And if anyone's got any questions they want me to put to Emma, then drop them into the comments and I'll let you know. But we're going to drop back in with you very soon, Emma, if that's okay.
That's absolutely fine.
Fabulous. Speak to you soon. Now, we've got great guests. We've got an awesome craft ambassador. What else do we need? We need some awesome deals, and luckily we have got more than you can shake a pokey tool at. Let's start off with the best of British. Now this is awesome, this collection, and I need to say it's the first time I've actually managed to get my hands on it as well. So it's really lovely, and it's all about the best of British, as you might have guessed, from afternoon teas to the Houses of Parliament to rose gardens, and you know, it's really lovely. You've got this wonderful picket fence embossing folder included in here, which is just awesome. And then what we've got is this. You've got your stamps and dies. This one is high tea. Oh, delicious. Oh, I do love an afternoon tea. Debbie loves an afternoon. I can see she had a little smile and a glint in her eye as soon as I mentioned afternoon tea just over there. Cream or jam? Which goes on the scones first? Let us know in the comments. I heard Craig talking about that this morning. Then we've got City Scenes, which is all about your London skyline. What have we got in here? We've got, I wonder if I can name them all. I don't know what that one is. I think that's like Southwark Council Hall or something like that. This one here. Then we've got the Gherkin. I don't know which one that is. Oh, that one is... I'm going to have to come back to you on that one. That one's the... that's the London Eye. Then you've got... Oh, that one's a Tower of London. That's what that one is. Then you've got the bridge there, Tower Bridge. That one is the...
is it the Shard?
No, oh, do you know what, Debbie? It is the Shard. Good call, Debbie. Good call. Thank you for helping me out there. So you've got that one, and this is just, I mean, picture postcard, isn't it? I mean, it is quintessentially, it's that London holiday which we've all been on. Then the other thing that we do so well is a day at the beach. Which is funny really, Debbie, because we only get about 4 days of sunshine, don't we? But oh, do we make the most of it and capitalise on it when it happens. And this one's awesome, because this one's all about your beach huts, postcards, a cone of chips We love a cone of chips, don't we? From Winkin' Willie's in Scarborough, Debbie, our favourite cone of chips. You've got your ice cream here, you've got your deck chairs, you've got your bunting, you've got your clouds in here as well. All of it looking absolutely fantastic. And then, Rose Garden. Oh yeah, this is what I'm thinking about. This is all about in the winter, getting out, down the allotment. I imagine that'll be a common theme for a lot of people. It is absolutely awesome. They are 4 really brilliant sets of stamps and dies, and you're getting the embossing folder. But that is not where it ends, because you're also now, as well, going to get this. It is this awesome paper pad. It's called, of course, the Best of British. Now, it's double-sided, and you've got almost like a faux... like a sort of faux inky background on this one, and then all these other elements. You're going to be able to get your guillotine out and cut into this and slice into this and make loads of extra elements from it, which is brilliant. Oh, hang on a minute. Did anyone see that one? I'm not going to tear it, don't worry. They're already nervous. Look at that. How fabulous is that? Really, really gorgeous. And then you've got all of the backgrounds. You've got the postcards in there. You've got your skyline. Then you've got some patterns in there. It really is a wonderful mix. I mean, you could go for this. It is available on its own. That is gorgeous. If you want to go for it on its own, absolutely you can. So you're going to get it included, though, in with the main collection, which is awesome. If you are a Platinum member, you can pick this main collection up today for £48 or $56. That saves you £37 or $44, which is absolutely awesome. Make sure you get over to the website. I'm going to tell you about loads of awesome stuff as we go through the show, but I know Debbie's got so much more that she wants to share with us already on the Best of British. I do love it. It makes me feel very summery for some reason, this whole collection.
It is. It's one of those gorgeous feel-good factor kits, this, and I just love it because it's all about those Best of British elements, which we all know and love. So it's iconic things like you've said, the London Eye and all those lovely views that you go when you go to London. But then it's all the quintessential things as well when it comes to our wonderful country. So let's take a look at a couple of samples. So you can see here, I'll put those down first so we can show you. You can make any kind of style, not only with those cards, the paper pad that we have, but a beautiful double Z fold card there, just used slightly differently. But who doesn't love an afternoon tea? Joe was absolutely spot on, bang on the money. I love an afternoon tea. I can't wait till things are back to normal because it's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to treat my mum and my sister to a lovely afternoon tea. But then look at these gorgeous, I mean, there's not a lot that needs to be said. We know exactly what this is all about, but it's a great one for using for your shaker cards. I love this one, the English Garden one. I just think is beautiful. And I say the English Garden, it's the Rose Garden stamp and die set. Every single one of them. You what, my love?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, I never promised you a rose garden.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Do you know who sang that, Joe? I can't remember who sang that.
Dolly Parton.
Was it Dolly Parton?
It was our Dolly.
I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. But you can take it into things like home decor as well. So if you take a look at this beauty, this is a gorgeous one being used for an home decor piece. So you could be doing things like that. Do you know what would look really nice with that one? Do you know those little chains that you pop on? Those little, for your keys? That'd be a good one for the keys on there. And then one of my favourites, Joe.
Pop-up boxes this might work well with as well, especially the skyline one. Can you imagine all the bits of the skyline poking out your box?
I like your thinking, absolutely would. But look at this one, Joe, what I wouldn't give to go down to the seaside right now. All beautiful, from your postcard detail to that lovely fish and chips in a cone, Joe, in a cone, and a deck chair there. Like I said, what I wouldn't give right now to get myself one of those deck chairs. But these are really, really easy to use, and they're a great set. So, she says a great set. What have you done with your set, Debbie? You've put it down back to where it was. Let me just show you how these come. So you get a set of stamps. So you can see the stamps here with all that lovely detail. These can be used on their own, so you could stamp your own scenes up. But every single one of them has got a matching die that corresponds as well. So you can see from the beach huts to that ice cream cone, or should I say the fish and chip cone, but it can come from both of them, fish and chip cone or the ice cream cone. Absolutely fabulous. You know, we're going to have to stop talking about it because can you hear Georgina,
honestly,
bless her?
You're killing me with the chips. I'm on no carbs, and you're absolutely killing me with the chips, Debbie. With lashings of salt and vinegar on them as well.
Oh, stop. It's torture, Joe, it's torture. Let me just grab a stamping platform. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp out some of these images. So do you know what else we've got on the show as well? I think we've got a lovely colouring medium on the show today. I believe we've got some tri-blend pens on the show.
Oh, yes,
so that's
we
going to work
have.
perfect for this particular one. So I'm going to put my deck chair. Let's grab my bunting. What else can we have on there? Let's have a sand castle. Let's pop a sand castle on there as well. Oh, and we'll have a bucket and spade as well, Joe. Let's get a bucket and spade on
Do you know
there.
what I'd love to know in the comments, Debbie?
What's that?
What people's best British memories are. So maybe you're in the US, you came here on holiday. I want to know where you've been. Maybe you are here in the UK and you want to tell me about your favourite staycation. It could be your best memory, anything to do with best of British. I've got a few. I'll tell you what I did love. The Queen's, not the Queen's last Jubilee, Debbie, the one before. Do you remember when they had the concert in the Mall? My dad took us to London and we saw the Queen come past in her carriage. It was only a split second, but I saw her, Debbie.
I bet that were exciting.
But I remember the concerts in the garden at Buckingham Palace, and then they had that big concert in front of the palace. Do you remember with all of those stars?
Oh, yeah.
I remember Grace Jones being there and Elton John, and everyone was at home, and it was the middle of the summer, and everyone was outside and having barbecues. Oh, it was lovely. I loved it.
How long ago was that, Joe?
Yeah, that's
Did you
what
say
I
a couple
think.
of years ago?
That would have been, well, the last one. It was the diamond one was the last one. So we'd be looking at about 15 years ago. So 2000, about 15 years
that
ago.
long ago?
The golden
Goodness
one.
me, that don't seem like 2 minutes ago, Joe. Doesn't seem like 2 minutes ago. That's crazy.
But
when you
let
think
me know
about
what
that.
yours are. I'd love you to know in the comments across on social media on Crafters TV on Facebook or Crafters Companion on YouTube. It was 2002.
Crazy
20
thought.
years.
That's an absolute crazy thought, Joe. It really is. Now, the tri-blend brush, no, not tri-blend blush, tri-blends are on the show. However, you can colour this in whatever colouring medium you want to colour this into. But you can see how lovely this stamped out. And the best bit about this bit is what you're going to do now to decorate it with. So I'll just do a quick, and I say quick because I'm going to bring in the ones that I've done earlier. But literally, you're just going to pop down your colour. Now, if you've never used a tri-blend pen before, very, very easy to use. And if any, I will always recommend that if you're starting out your life into alcohol colouring, that these are the best pens to go for, because you have your light, you have your medium, and you have your dark shade of the same colour family in one pen to be able to create a perfect blending every single time. So we're going to go in now with a little darker element just around there. Let's just pop this on. Bit of shading going off here, Joe. And then
all of those tri-blends are available. There's 8 different packs. They're all in their sort of project packs, if you will, Debbie.
Yes.
And they're all $19.99 or $29.95. Get yourself over to the website and you can build your own bundle.
Absolutely. And like I said, Joe, if you've ever never seen a Colour Me Happy show, go back onto Crafters TV and you'll be able to find lots of Colour Me Happy shows that specialise in how you use these pens and how easy they are to use. But like I said, all you're going to do, Joe, is you're going to do a spot of colouring. That's all you're going to do. A little spot of colouring, take the time away, and then we're going to have a little play with the dyes, because yes, you could use these separately if you wanted to, but what I love about them is that you can cut them out, no fussy cutting involved, because you've got a set of dyes. Debbie needs to get back to Specsavers. The colouring's going all out of the lines. Don't come in too close there. Just telling George now, if that was Charlotte, she'd been on that. She'd have been straight in there having a peek at it. But all you're going to do, Joe, now is you're going to take those dyes, those corresponding dyes, and literally what we're going to do is, do you know what else we've got on the show today? We've got the midi. We've got the mini, sorry. The mini on the show.
We've got the Gemini Mini. It is back in stock,
Yeah.
as is the storage bag as well. It is the... do you want to do it? It's the...
The what?
The
Monday Mega Deal!
Absolutely. Oh, I like that one. They're very long hold there. Can tell someone's got a good set of lungs on them. Honestly, Debbie, she's got a beautiful voice. I'm yet to hear it properly, but I'm willing to wait. One day we'll get to do karaoke, Debbie, out and about. It'll be glorious. But it is back in stock. The bag comes free with it if you want to go for it. Let me pop the details up for you. $29.99 or $44.95. Platinum members, £24 or $36. But that bag has been out of stock for yonks, Debbie, but you'll get it for free. It's Debbie's Star Buy as well. Debbie's Star Buy Monday Mega Deal.
That's it, Joe. That's it. Get the full effect in there. It absolutely is. And because we haven't, it's like you said, we haven't had the storage bag in for a while. So absolutely, it's a great. I mean, mine, I'll just show you mine. Let me grab mine for a second. Comes everywhere with me. So my little mini, although it's just perched on the top of the Big Daddy at the moment, well, actually, the original, we can't call it the Big Daddy anymore. But if you can actually fill it up with lots of your plates, lots of dies in there, because there's storage place for all your tools. That actually comes out as well, Joe, which is a nice, handy little feature. That piece comes out, so you can have that on your craft table, and then it fits your mini in there as well. But I'll show you more as the show goes on. But what this is perfect for is dies like these. So you literally, all we're going to do is, let me just match my die up the right way around first, Joe. I think I've got the right die there, haven't I? Yes, I have. That's the clouds, that's the coat. Yeah, it is. It's just me being daft. I can't think out. There we go. Right way round, Debbie, the right way round.
Let's hope we don't have another carrot incident.
A what incident?
A carrot incident.
A
Last time we did stamps and dies together was when the carrot. Do you remember the carrot, Debbie?
I do remember that
People
carrot.
were talking about the carrot in Second Chance Sunday yesterday. The other Debbie was here. Her carrot placement was slightly more subtle than yours, is what I'm going to say. If you know,
Well,
you know.
the
I can't
funny
explain
thing
it. I'm sorry.
was, I was watching, was it the HSN preview?
Yes.
And Sarah had my carrot, the carrot gate on the show. I actually
She
saw
had
it
the
and I
card with
thought,
the carrot gate on the
she had
show.
the card, she did. I was like, oops. I don't think anybody had told her. Whoops. Now let's bring in my star by. Just let's have a quick talk about this
Debbie's
little beautiful
Star by
machine.
Monday mega deal.
We'll talk about it a little bit more as we go on, but it's absolutely perfect for all your smaller dies. It's a 3x6 plate format. You actually get your machine with the plate format in there, and it couldn't be any simpler, because to die cut, you are just going to use your plastic folder. There is no plate combinations, no sandwiches that you have to think about. Everything just fits perfectly into this. But we'll talk about this bit in a moment for those people who've never used a mini before. But yeah, absolutely, we'll go through a full section of it later. But what you're going to do is pop your dies and your stamps through there. Well, not your stamps, but your stamped image through there once you've coloured it. Run that through your mini, and it is it's one of our manual machines, but it's super, super strong. It's got those lovely suction grippers on the bottom that you just popped there on the top of your machine, and it couldn't be any easier than that. But like I said, Joe, it comes everywhere. You'll actually see it later, because it's going to be going in the house. I've got a bit of prep to do later on today.
Oh, lovely.
Now,
lots of love for your hair in the comments. Alex saying, loving your hair, Debbie. It looks lovely.
Thank you.
It does look awesome.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Very kind of you. Now, all you can see is I've got all my little pieces cut out, which is perfect for that. That mini is perfect for that. However, I'm going to push those to one side just for a second, Joe, because what I've actually done is I've already got some prepped, pre-coloured all ready, so you can see them ready to go on to my card. So I've got my bunting with all the colours.
British collection as well. Alicia loves this collection. June says, good morning, Purple Kingdom. Now, that's a great name for us, isn't it? Joy says, I love this collection. I have it. It's beautiful. I'll play with it soon. Teresa says, I had high tea on the cruise ship, and I loved it. Can't wait to do that again. I've been in love with the red phone booth since my childhood, says Mary Pat.
Me too. And I went to, when it was, when the lockdown was lifted the first time round, I went to go and visit my daughter in Bristol, and we went to Bath. And there was a beautiful feature in Bath where the red phone boxes are all used as flower beds. So they've got flowers coming out of them. They look absolutely beautiful.
So they're on their side?
No, all lifted,
so the flowers are just
erected
coming like out the
properly,
side of them?
No, just coming all out of all the, they've got them coming out of the windows and everything. I'll have to show you some pictures later, Joe. It looks sensational.
Please, I'd love to see them.
Oh, beautiful.
Apparently Lynn Anderson sang I Never Promised You a Rose Garden. It must have been covered then by Dolly Parton, Debbie. I'm glad we got to I'm glad that we have our viewers here it's so educational, isn't it? You can't ever, we always find out everything. Everyone always knows. I love that. Fish and chips and champagne, that's Astrid's favourite combination. Astrid's a classy lady.
A girl with taste, yes, absolutely.
She's talking our language, isn't it? Debbie, is that a new top? It's very pretty, says Monica.
No, it's a very old top, but we'll not talk about that. Yeah, I've had it quite a while, this one. I just get it out now and again, dust it off, but yes.
Oh, I love it. Well, it's getting lots of attention. Getting a lot of attention in the comments.
Right, so what I've done, Joe, is I've got, let me just make sure I get the measurements for this. This is just under 6-inch square card here that I've done. I've actually used one of our nesting dies to cut out the little aperture in there.
Gorgeous.
Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a little bit of a shaker card. So to do that, I do need, and because I've cut the aperture out, I want the shaker element to be on the front. You've got that beautiful papers. I mean, those papers, that looks like a dreamy beach. But literally, those papers are absolutely stunning from that, you know, from that collection of paper pads. Sorry, collection of paper pads. Collection of papers in the paper pad is the word I was looking for, Joe. But what I'm going to do, Joe, is I've got 2 pieces of acetate. Now, it's very difficult to see on these cameras, but I've taken 2 pieces of acetate, and what I'm going to do is I am going to line one up with a little bit of foam. Let me just make sure I've got this right, because I want my foam to be there. You've got to be careful when it comes to acetate, because sometimes, you know, because you can't see it, it's like invisible stuff. And I'm just trying to make sure I get all the way around there. Oh, Debbie, don't be catching second one. Let's just get that on there and run that through all the way around. Now, this is foam on a roll that I'm actually using, Joe, which you'll find on the website. But what I'm going to do now, before I actually attach it to my card, is make my shaker element in this.
Awesome.
So I've got my other piece of acetate. Just need a few little sequins. Let's grab some sequins out and pop those in there.
If you had some, Debbie, you could put a bit of sand in there, couldn't you? It's like a beachy theme, you know.
Yeah. Do you know what else? I had it on the Colour Me Happy
shells.
show. I could use things like coloured salt. Now that'd look incredible because that would look quite big. In fact, I did have some. Do you know? I know I should have fetched it with me. But yeah, you could use things like that. So your coloured salt from all your salty background techniques and all those kind of things. Ooh. So what I'm just going to do now, Joe, is I'm just going to encapsulate all those sequins inside there, and I'm just going to take off my foam on a roll all the way around. Let's just get that out all the way around, and then last piece. Just off, making sure that you haven't got any gaps because you don't want any leakage when it comes to your shaker. So pop that on, and then I'm just going to place the other part on top and just make sure, because it is so difficult to see under these studio lights. They're incredibly bright, but now I've got my little glass element so you can see it's all trapped inside. And then that's going to go on the inside of my card there. Can you see that?
Love it.
It is. It's a lovely one, this one. Really, really nice.
Lots of people letting us know about their favourite British memories, Debbie, in the comments. Yeah. Shannon says, I'd love to go to the UK, never been. Many years ago, I did a Brit rail. We love the Cotswold countryside, says Terry. Susan says, my best British memories haven't been created yet. Planning a trip to the UK with our new crafty crew to come to Newton Aycliffe. Look at the Crafters Companion. Lots of the Crafters Companion top fans are headed this way. That's when they can travel again. And the influx of crafters coming this way. And finally, Valerie says, I've had 4 lovely visits to London and enjoyed everything about the city. But the highlight is afternoon tea at the Brown Hotel. Oh, you can't beat a fancy afternoon tea at a fancy hotel.
That's a bit of class, that, isn't it? Oh, what a lovely afternoon tea. That is something definitely on my bucket list there. Tea. Oh, do you know what as well? Afternoon tea at the Ritz. I'd love to do that.
I took my mum with my mum's 60th today. I've sent her an afternoon tea and a bottle of champagne as well. She's going to have a champagne afternoon tea this afternoon. So happy birthday, Mum. I have to get it in every day. I have to get it in every show because I'm not with her, you see. But I took her to Claridge's many years ago for an afternoon tea, Debbie. And I've got to say that was super fancy.
Oh, that really does sound lovely. I'd love to treat my mum to something like that, Joe.
It's all the cakes and the sandwiches, isn't it?
Now then, what I'm just going to do is I've used to create a frame, I've used nesting dies that we have in our collection. You could do this lots with the, do you know, the funky shapes that we have in the nested dies. But what that's done now is created my lovely shaker element. I could actually cover that little piece up as well, but I'll do that for a later time because what I want to do now is do a little bit of decoration. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop on little elements now. So we've got this lovely bunting. We've got that going across there. And then we'll place this deck chair. Now I'm going to use some of my 3D Collal glue and pop that on. There we go.
Rose asking me to share the name that we've got for me, the new name that me, Ben and Craig have as a collective. Craig came out of it in the earlier show, Debbie. Rose says, can you please tell Debbie I want to hear her giggle. He says that we should be known as the 3 Pokey Tools. Good one, wasn't it?
Who came up with that?
The 3 Pokey Tools. Ben said we should be the 3 Pokey Fools, more like. Gwen loving the mini. Lots of love for the mini as well. Gwen, Susan, Kelly, Shannon, all loving their mini as well. Very, very busy. Lots of you watching. Do you know what? People could send us pictures, couldn't they, Debbie, of their British memories? Or maybe they're like British holidays or staycations.
That would be fabulous. That
Would be lovely,
would be
wouldn't it?
fabulous. So there we go, Joe. Kick-starting the show off with a lovely little shaker card, shaker card. But again, all these elements all work. So you've got the paper pads. I've just mixed it up by adding some of our nesting dies into there to create that little shaker card element, but it gives it a lovely see-through feel. And obviously that gorgeous paper there that you can see, it looks like you sat on one of those beaches, Joe, just hanging there. But again, everything works so beautifully together. It really is a gorgeous collection. Very, very true British feel to this as well, and iconic things that we think of when it comes to Great Britain. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous collection.
Absolutely. I'm just thinking about being on a deck chair, the sound of seagulls and fish and chips now, Debbie, after watching you put that together. Let me run through what you're getting again in this collection, because you are getting a really usable size collection of stamps and dies. And the great thing about them is because of their size, you can take them into lots of different ways. So yes, you're going to be able to make great cards on their own. However, what you can also do if you want to is bring them into other things. I think they go really well with the staycation stamps and dies. I think they'd go super well. Oh no, I've destroyed the pack shot. There we go. For the mini. There we are. It would also go well with our pop-out boxes. I love this. I think it's so iconic, this London scene. Crown jewels in there, as well as the London bus. I mean, it's all in there for you. You've got the Union Jack. It really is fantastic. If you have been to, if you love scrapbooking, I think these are going to work equally awesomely for that as well. Then you've got your beach day. We all love a beach day, don't we? Wherever we are, it's universal, isn't it? A day at the beach, which is awesome. And you're also getting, of course, in there as well, your rose garden. And this could be a rose garden, it could be a walled garden. I'm thinking a walled garden in like a country manor. Maybe it's down the allotment. There's lots of different ways that you could use with that collection of stamps and dies. And then what you've also got there as well is that embossing folder too, and it's that picket fence embossing folder that you've got there with it. Now, that's not all you're getting though. You are getting, of course, the 12 by 12 paper pad in here as well, which is the best of British. It's double-sided, which I love. Look at that page right there. I mean, how many sentiments have you got just on that page? It is absolutely awesome. You're going to be able to dip into that with your guillotine, do absolutely loads with it. I love this postcard page here as well. It really looks fantastic. There's loads in here, some more grown-up ones, some more playful ones. The colour palette is beautiful. And what you've got is on each one of these, you've got the kind of reverse that you need. So, for instance, if you look at the bunting, you've got the backing that will go with it, and it's perfectly colour matched, ready for you to use, which is really super handy. If you want to go for all of that, great price for you as well. You're saving £38 or $46, and your price today £60 or $70. If you want to go for it and you are a platinum member, you're going to get an even better price, £48 or $56. All of the individuals are all available individually for you as well. So if you do want to just maybe go for one of the die sets, you want to cherry pick one of the paper pads, absolutely, you're more than welcome to. Get yourself over to the website where you can see all the deals that are in this show. There's an awesome deal on the metallic markers, awesome deal on the mini for you. Also going to be sharing with you something called the Star Buy, which is new as well. That is all coming up throughout the rest of the show. But we're going to go back across and we're going to join our craft ambassador, the lovely Emma. Emma, how are you getting on over there?
All right, thank you, yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. Right, how long have you been I'd love to know how long you've been crafting for and what got you started with crafting.
I've dabbled with crafting for quite a few years, but I'm been shielding since sort of March last year on and off, and that's what got me really started into it. And my sister told me about Crafters TV for something for me to watch and got completely hooked.
Oh, wonderful. So of all the sort of crafts then that you see here on Crafters TV, what's your sort of go-to? What's your favourite? Are you a paper crafter? Is it cards? Is it colouring? Is it scrapbooking? What's your sort of chosen genre, if you will?
Colouring.
Really? But there was not a slight second's delay there. It was absolutely colouring. Okay, what's your favourite colouring range then? Talk to me about the sort of things that you enjoy colouring.
Well, I got really into it I got bought the Spectrum Tri-Blend Essentials for Christmas, December 2018 from my sister. And then I started following the Colour Me Happy shows. So that sort of helped me learn how to use them. Just love it.
It's a good bit of downtime, isn't it? It's a good bit of sort of good me time. Close the door, get the pens out, bit of colouring, bit of peace and quiet. We all love a bit of peace and quiet, Emma, don't we?
We do. I've had rather a lot of it though, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any bits there that you'd like to share with us, some of the things that you've been working on?
Okay, I've had to have a bit of a dig because any cards that I've done have gone to people, but this was the first thing I ever did.
That is stunning, Emma. Debbie, as a first go, Debbie, how awesome is that?
First time, that is absolutely stunning, Emma. That's beautiful.
Then I decided to do the jellyfish.
Oh, wow, that is beautiful. Beautiful.
And then I'm working on this one.
Oh, lovely.
I love a floral. Love a good floral.
Really beautiful, beautiful projects there, Emma, that you've been working on. It's clear you've got quite the natural talent, judging by your first project there, I'd say, and lovely colour choices as well. Right, Emma, we're going to drop into you again throughout the show, if that's all right. Are you there sort of crafting along with us during the show?
I'm having a dabble using the metallic markers in ways I've not done before, so it's kind of working, but we'll see how it goes. Well,
do you know what, Emma? I've got the metallic markers on the show, so a little bit later in the show, I'll drop back to you, and you could show me what you've been up to if you like. How about that?
Lovely.
Brilliant. Okay, speak to you really soon.
Thank you.
Loads of you chatting away still in the comments. What's everyone up to? Kathy says, a lot of people still talking about their favourite British memories, Debbie. Kathy says, my husband and I went to England in 2019 and enjoyed our time there. We had the best fish and chips in a cafe in Falmouth. The owner was wonderful and shared stories of Florida. Morning all, my all-time favourite of the UK memory was 34 years ago when I was on a 30-day British Isle tour and I found out that I was pregnant with my son in Scotland, says Shelby Tucker. Oh, that's gorgeous. A lot of love for the mini in the comments. Kelly says, Papa Gemini, Mama Gemini, and the kids, Midi Gemini and Mini Gemini. Well, who's the other Gemini then? That's a problem. What was it? Someone called it the OG the other day. The OG Gemini. Love that one. Shannon says, loving Debbie's nails colour today. Maria also talks about your name, as does Maureen as well. All loving your nails. You've got to tell us the secret, Debbie.
Tinternet.
Right.
So it's actually an acrylic. I bought some tips and I thought, do it yourself, because I've dabbled before, and because I'm quite creative, I thought, do you know what, it can't be that hard. I've seen them done years and years and years, because my friend's been doing it for years, but obviously with the current situation we can't do that. So I bought myself some lovely glittery unicorn acrylic, and I've done them myself, Joe. So yeah, I'm quite proud of them, but we're not going too close. We'll just say we're not going too close.
I was close enough earlier, Debbie, obviously socially distanced, and they looked absolutely fabulous, I must say. We're going to move on now. We're going to have a little look at the Make a Statement. Now, these are awesome because they are a combination of stamps and dies, which is awesome. So what you've got here, you can see, is you've got the die to cut the sort of detail on the stamp, you've got the stamp to cut the actual, or stamp out the letter, and then you've got everything that you need to go around it to build a sentiment. These are big though, and as the name would suggest, they are a statement piece. And I think that's awesome because you don't really have to add much more to it. I'm going to whiz through them as quick as I can because there's obviously a lot of them. So I hope they're in order, is all I say. But I'm going to go through. So you've got congratulations, Dad, enjoy. This one here, friend, gorgeous. I say that all the time, don't I? Oh, gorgeous. That's gorgeous. That would be my one, Debbie. So you got that one there. I've missed one. I haven't. It's on a card. Oh, there we go. Gorgeous, and then what it's got is the rest of it in there for you. So you've got this one here, you've got happy, imagine, joy, which is there. And then, of course, what you've got for each one inside, they've then put this, you bring me, wishing you a day filled with. So you've got the actual, the biggest sort of one. Kisses, pucker up. Then what you've got then, of course, I wonder what this one's going to be. On the inside it says hugs, love, and there as well. And then you've got L is for the way you look at me. I'm in a really singy mood today, Debbie. I don't know why.
I can tell.
And then you've got the others. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to go through them all now, Debbie. I'm going to go to you, and then I'm going to do the other half. We'll do the other half at the end. Is that all right?
That's fine.
So I'll do the other half afterwards. How about that?
Okay,
Fantastic.
no problem. Can we do my deal?
Oh!
Can we go to my deal?
Do you want to introduce it? Let me. We're now up next. What we're going to do is we're going to do the
Monday Mega Deal! Oh, I said that without moving my lips. Woohoo! Did you see that then? Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely. This little machine is our Monday Mega Deal. So, Joe, what is so special about this, I hear you ask?
What is so special about this? It's like Canto in here today, isn't it?
Just fantastic. Do you know what? It is mini in stature. Bit like myself, but it is, and it does pack a powerful punch, because this is our smallest manual machine that we do, and it has that name Gemini to it, which means it's ultra strong. You know, with our Gemini range, that you're going to be able to cut lots of different multiple materials out of this, not just for paper crafting as well, but it's absolutely incredible. It's a very portable, lightweight machine. Got amazing suckers on the bottom, and I'm just going to show you, Joe, because literally it could not be any easier. You attach it by just pressing a little bit of weight behind there, and then look, it's that powerful it can lift up a glass mat as well. So that just showing you those suction pads underneath. Super strong. It's very easy to release as well, so you just gently rock it forward and it comes off as well, but it does sit nice and neatly on top of your machines. It is a machine. I've got two. Should I have owned up to that? Because I've got one at home that sits on top of my big Gemini, because I do use it a lot. And then this little one lives in my boot of my car, because it goes absolutely everywhere with me. But it goes everywhere with me, and the reason it's on that Monday Mega Deal is because it comes with a little storage bag, which is absolutely perfect for it. It literally just lifts, when I say it just slides in there, Joe, you just pop that down. You've got this lovely little tool feature just at the top, and when I say tools, you can put things like your scissors in there. Don't know if we can go above so you can see that, but you can pop your scissors, you can pop your
a pokey tool.
A pokey tool.
Pick up a pokey tool.
That's the one, a pokey tool. And you can pop your things like your chunky glue in there as well. You can get your tape runners in there too. You can fit quite a lot in there, so it makes a little portable machine. And like I said, this comes out and sits on the side of your desk as well. So it's absolutely incredible that it's got that, and it's that lovely reinforced Velcro. You've also got here a little pouch at the front, and this is where I carry my spare plates. I've got a little set of dies in there. I say dies, an old set of dies in there, Joe, but it is absolutely fabulous. And it's like you said, it's been a while since we've had the machine and the storage case back on, but I'm just going to talk about this for you just for a second, and it's a very brief one because it will be using, I'm going to be using it in a moment for my
you love this, don't you?
statement.
I can just tell how excited you are about it. I can tell you use it and you absolutely love it.
Because I haven't shut up talking about it, have I, Joe? I'm so sorry. I'm
No,
doing
it's
your job
brilliant. It's
for
lovely
you
to
because I
watch.
get so excited. Sarah knows how much I love my machines, and I do love the Gemini range. They're absolutely incredible. But you do get with it as well, Joe, you get your plates. I touched on it very, very briefly. You get the plastic shim here, that's where all your die cutting goes into it. All four of those sides are actually die cutting sides, so you can just keep flipping, reversing, using all four sides every single time. And then this one, the purple shim, people often ask me what that is for. And it's for your 2D
Debbie, what's that
embossing
for?
folders. You want my love?
Debbie, what's that for?
Oh, you're in one of them moods, Joe, I can just tell. But it's for your embossing. So when you're using a 2D standard embossing folder, and let's just talk about this in a moment, it's 3x6 in size. So it's perfect for the picket fence, what's in the best of British. So I'll just run that through so that you can see it. A 2D embossing folder just needs an extra, what's the word? Shim. So what you're going to do is, and again, it couldn't be any simpler, purple shim. your embossing folder with your material inside, and then you just feed it through the mouth. You wind that around, hold it onto the top, and I say hold it onto the top, you can do it with one finger. That's how, once it's down, it ain't going nowhere, Joe. But then you've got that beautiful embossed detail. Oh, no, Debbie's done it the wrong way around.
Oh, is
Debbie's
that one from the...
That's the picket fence for the rest of British. Absolutely.
Love that.
Now, there is also, and you'll find them on the website, 3D embossing folders, and they will fit through your Mini if they are 3x6 in size. And again, this is so straightforward. Any shims needed? No. You just pop that through, literally, pop it through the machine, and this is your 3D folder. By magic. Look
Boom,
at that. Edge to edge embossing all over. So honestly, Joe, it's so simple and so easy to use. And you're going to see that in a moment when we start to use. I'll make a statement because I've got a demo already planned for you, Joe. Are you ready?
I am ready. We're just going to talk about something else very, very special. If you want to get that, by the way, Club Inspired Platinum members in the UK, £26. But what we are going to talk about up next, something you've not seen before, it's our star buy. Absolutely. The weekly star buy is this. It's going to be something we're going to be doing every week here across on the Crafters Companion website. What you're going to get is you're going to get the MIDI. So it's kind of like the slightly bigger size, talking about the same platform size as your Gemini Mini, but you're going to get a whole host of other stuff in here as well. You're going to get some embossing folders. You're going to get an edgeable in there. You're going to get a paper pad. You're going to get some big numbers in there as well, and you're going to get some small dies. You've even got cardstock in there, as well as a tape runner. £150 is what you should be paying for that particular bundle. $69.99. I think that's about $69.99 is roughly about the price of the MIDI on its own, let alone with all the extra bits that you get in there. Club Inspire Platinum members, oh, you are in for a treat. £56 as a Club Inspire Platinum member. Amazing, fabulous. It is normally $69.99 on its own. It is this week's weekly star buy. It changes every week. Make sure you get across to the website and have a look at that if you want to grab it. Loads of you still chatting away with me. Rose says, thanks Joe, I was going into a work meeting and I needed that giggle from Debbie before it started, talking about the 3 Poké Tools. What a lovely card. Susie loves these papers. Don't tear the papers, Joe. Oh, I tore papers in the earlier show, Debbie. Honestly,
you didn't.
I thought I was going to get lynched. I did. Stacey says, good morning, crafty friends. I absolutely love visiting England, and favourite memories are seeing Big Ben, visiting Harrods, driving through and around the coast of Wales. Oh, that is the most amazing thing to do. I love your chips. No one makes them like in England. I'd love to come visit again. We would love you to come visit again, Stacey, any time. A lot of love for Emma's colouring as well. Sarah Kay says how gorgeous it is. Gorgeous as well, says Joy. Regina says that Emma's colouring is stunning. Very nice, Emma says Fred. Emma's got talent, says Laura. And Lisa says, wowzers, Emma. That is awesome. So lots of you loving that as well. One more memory. Erin says, I cannot wait to visit London. My granddaughter studied abroad in England a few years ago, and she can't wait to go back too with me. Lots of us making lots of plans, aren't we, Debbie, for what we're going to do, when we're allowed to move around and do all of those fabulous things. Just giving you the details again of the maker statements. Remember, the combined price should be £161 here, or $214. So everyone's got a great saving, which is 40%, but Platinum members, you save £84 or $112 here. Also, the great thing about going for the bigger collection is if you go for the big collection, the show, we're going to send it out to each and every one of you without any P&P or shipping and handling as well. So it's going to be delivered totally free of charge, which is awesome. And these are going to be great, Debbie, because they're sort of, I see these as like semi-personalisation. You don't want to spell out a whole name, but you want to create something around a letter. This is sort of like a bit of a halfway house almost. What do you think?
Oh, I think it's a full house, Joe.
Do you?
I do.
You think
because
it's a
you've
full
got
house?
the choice to do both, which is what I love, because, can I show you, you're getting the alphabet. So every single one has got a metal die, 2 pieces as well, Joe. So you've got this lovely, well, I said 2 pieces. It is hang on a minute, I didn't have my Weetabix this morning. Oh,
what was that?
It won't come off. It was stubborn down there. So you've got this lovely feature. This die actually solidly cuts out a beautiful decorative piece. So if you just take a look, you can see all that gorgeous detail there. And it really is a beautiful detail. So you've got that lovely die. So you've got the full alphabet, Joe, to be able to personalise anything you want to say. However, you just pointed out a bit of both. Absolutely it is. Because if you don't want to be able to spell the word, let's have a think, mom, or what's the other one? Oh, I love that.
Has it got mum and mom?
Mom, it's got lots of love.
It's got
love
mom
you,
and
mom, and to the best. So it's got all these stamps, including a solid stamp. So let's just think about this, Joe. You've got a metal die that cuts out the word. You've got the stamp that stamps out the word. Used together, you can create something really fabulous with your pigment inks or any other coloured inks in the background. You can then spell out the word so mom without having to spell M-O-M. And then you've got all the extra bits to make a nice personalisation. But if you want to use the die on its own, you can spell your mum, mum, ma, whatever it is you call her, mummy.
You got a little song going there. Mum, mum, ma, yeah, mum, mum, ma, come down here, let's go far, mum, mum, ma. Ooh, you're like a one-man band there, Debbie. I loved it. Someone get that lady a tambourine.
Hey, George, I know you today. But honestly, so when we talk about that bit of both, if you think about it, it's absolutely a wealth of absolutely everything from an alphabet die to an alphabet stamp to combining them both. Incredible. And what's incredible, Joe, is that price. I don't recall seeing it, me personally, don't recall seeing it that price, which I just think it's insane. So, shall we crack on with the demo now?
Debbie,
now I've done all my talking.
I hadn't even considered using it like an alphabet.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the beauty
even occurred to
of
me.
this.
It's like a really big statement alphabet, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's, hence the name, John.
I've seen bunting, Debbie.
Bunting.
Bunting, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. What a cracking idea. But you see, well, your Oyster. Personalisation, home decor, cards, bunting. Let's think of more, Joe. Let's think of more. There's got to be much more than that. But honestly, so easy to use again. So I'm gonna do this one for my mum. Up here they call them. Is it mum they call it up here or mam? Mam.
Here.
Mam.
Mam.
Mam, isn't it, up here?
What how do you spell it?
M-U-M.
Yes, me too.
Mum. Yeah. Is that how you spell it?
Me too. Yeah, George, would you spell it like that? M-U-M. Yeah, mum, we're all the same. But it's mam up here, isn't it? And then in the US, mom, M-O-M.
M-O-M. Oh, yeah, it is, yeah. Of course it is, yeah. I've never thought of that. It is in America. It's M-O-M, isn't it?
Yeah, apparently in the West Midlands, they also say mom as well, M-O-M.
Oh, now then, look at that. That in itself is just absolutely fabulous. I'm going to do that twice though, Joe, because I am going to spell out mum, and then I'm going to use the dies as well. So the dies we're going to work, and I'm going to actually build it up to make something really quite make a statement. And then I'll show you a few samples as well, Joe, because we've got some amazing samples too. But all we're going to do is we're going to just push that out as well, and then I'm going to just make sure I've got my M-U-M, so I've got my U out as well. So I'll pick this one up. Let's just pop that off its carrier sheet. Pop that on, and let's take my M off and pop that back. Now we've got pigment inks on the show. You could be using your pigment inks with these. Honestly, it just goes on and on how you can use these. Now I'm just going to grab a cloth, Joe, because I am going to just wipe off my excess ink here. Now I am using a quick dry ink pad here. This one I'm using is Lemon Tonic. Which is absolutely gorgeous, super bright, exactly what I was looking for. But what we're going to do now is, where's my other piece of card? Let's bring that on. There we go.
A cute way to make some speech cards to teach children words. These was a suggestion from Shannon. I think it's a great idea. You could actually die cut and stamp the element, the main word, and then you could actually just write in by hand, couldn't you, whatever the rest of the word needed to be.
I love that idea, Shannon.
Fabulous.
What a cracking idea that is. That's what I love about these shows, people sharing their ideas. That's incredible, actually. I absolutely love that one. And I think I might have to use that, Joe, because that's a fabulous idea.
And if you had some brush pens, like the metallic markers that I'm going to show you in a little while, you could do them onto black card and do it with the metallic markers. They'd look really snazzy. A lot of love for the Mini, you'll be pleased to know. Cheryl in Alaska is loving it, Debbie. Lynn loves her Mini as well. It's definitely a go-to machine, which is a brilliant workhorse. Maria says I've got 2 Gemini Minis and a MIDI and a Big Daddy, and I love all of them. And the great thing is, whatever one you want to go for, the MIDI or the Mini, it's completely up to you. You've got great deals, Mini great deal in this show, MIDI great deal across on the website as part of that star bill by Susie. Loves her MIDI. Susan says the star buy is awesome as well. Loads and loads of love for pretty much everything on the show, including my dancing. Maria loves my dancing. I wouldn't call it dancing. I look more like a sort of more like a walking chicken more than anything.
I thought you did a really good dance then, Joe.
Thanks.
I thought you looked fabulous.
It was all for you, Debbie. All for you.
Now then, let's do a bit of die cutting as well, because like I said, Joe, this really is make a statement kind of, my kind of alphabet is what I'm looking for, the word I'm looking for, Joe. So what we're going to do now is, and you repeat this with your words, so I'm just going to do it for one of them, but you will see that these fit through the Mini absolutely perfectly. So you could hold that down with a bit of low tack tape. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit, Joe. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit, and we're going to go cutting that straight in. Now that has got an outside cutting edge as well as that lovely decorative element as well. So again, and look how easy that was to go through. And let's give it a little tap. Let's release all those bits. Pokey tool at the ready. Remembered what it was called this time. I still can't get out of that. The 3 pokey tools.
You also said earlier as well, and it's a common saying, Debbie, you said, the world is your oyster. And I've always found that such a funny phrase. Because what does it mean for a start? But it's something we use a lot, isn't it? But oysters are not the nicest thing in the world as either. Can you imagine if the whole world was an oyster? all slimy and squidgy.
Yeah, no, not for me, not for me. No, not for me. I don't like oysters at best of times. Right, now then, Joe.
Did you promise to sing for people today?
Did I? Who's saying
Melissa
that?
seems to think that you Joe, please remind Debbie she has to sing for us today. I don't know when you made that commitment.
I think I was cajoled into that one.
By who?
When we were talking, Ben. It's that Ben, let me tell you. It's that Ben. It's that little devil, Ben. Yes, he did, but I thought you'd forgot about that. So who was it that remembered that little bit?
Melissa.
Oh, Melissa, trust Melissa to remember. Trust her to remember. Now, let's just talk about these before we move on to that, Joe. What you're going to do now is, if you just take a look, you've got those 2 elements where you've got your in your stamp form and your in your die cut form. And when you bring them together, don't that look beautiful?
Oh,
I've chosen those 2
yes.
particular colours because these really are lovely. Now, they do fit through as well your sticky back machine. Do you know the lovely Xyron? I heard that we had them back in stock. Is that true, or have they gone? Honestly, I'm sure I heard someone say to me that the small ones are back in stock, so we need to check that out, Joe. Now,
I think someone might be fibbing to you.
First M, but I've already pre-cut these because I just want to speed this up. I am going to try and cram quite a few demos in this show. So I've got my M, U, and my other M, but you could use your things like your you could use your dotty tape pen on the back of that as well to stick that down. But again, look at that. Oh, you stick and stay. So now I've got my MUM ready. I've got my Love You ready. I'm just going to back these onto a matte and layers, and I've used some textured cardstock with this one. So let's just pop our Love You onto here. There we go. And then I'm just going to do exactly the same and bring these out. Now, obviously, the idea of bunting is a great idea, but I'm going to make this into a very big statement card with an A4 piece of cardstock in a moment, Joe. So let me just make sure I've got that lined up. Does that look about straight? I'm just going to pick that up by eye, as always my way, by eye.
Do you prefer to line your mats and layers up off of your work surface, Debbie?
I usually just pick it up in front of me. I use a bit of wet glue normally, and then just literally just line it up. I usually cut them though down, but I like a quarter of an increment or a slither, like I saw our lovely Craig do this morning, because depending on how I'm feeling, but normally it is just a quarter of an inch that I cut down all my mats and layers, but I do like to hold it up in front of me, which is what you can see me doing now. It's very difficult because I am a little small person. I don't know if you've noticed, Joe.
Small person? How tall are you, Debbie?
I'm only 5'1" and a bit.
Are you?
Right. So, because these counters are really high, when I put it down on there, I can't see it properly. So I have to rely on George or Charlotte.
Have you not thought about getting on Leanne's box?
No, I don't know where Leanne's box gone actually. It's disappeared off me.
I think it lives under the counter.
Does it?
I think it lives underneath the whole time.
Well, I didn't know that, Joe. I didn't know that. Now, look at him, he's looking.
No, it's not under there.
If you could just see what I saw then, I saw a little head bobbing down in the corner. He were on all fours, just having a little look
I
under
was
the
just trying to see if
counter.
it was under the counter. It's not, unfortunately.
It's not there, is it? No, it's disappeared. Now, what I've done, Joe, is I've taken a sheet of A4 cardstock and folded it in half. So it's like a bigger version of a DL, this one. Quite a nice big size, but don't forget you could be making your own, an extra DL, Producer Georgina. A DL XL like that, DL XL, yeah, we'll have that one. So that's all that is, folded in half. And I've taken some cardstock from my stash. All I'm going to do is pop a little bit of runny glue on there. Now then, I think...
I love that this one's become runny glue after we've got chunky glue and runny glue.
Wet glue, wet glue.
What do you like?
All-purpose glue. Now I'm just going to pop that onto there. I could add a piece of ribbon. In fact, I might add my ribbon on afterwards and pop it around the card. In fact, I will do in a minute. But I've got my background now ready. And what I'm going to do is place these on. Now, I'm going to use some foam pads for this one. But again, you could use things like your chunky glue. So let's pop one on there. So before I pop it on and position it, I'm just going to place this one onto the end, like so. And then I'm going to make sure that these all fit on. So to do this, this is how I do this normally, Joe, and I use wet glue for this bit again. I'm going to start with this end first. So I'm going to pop a bit of wet glue, runny glue. I don't know what to call it now. All-purpose.
Debbie, I only highlight it because I love you calling it what you call it. So what I would say is, I think that you do you, Debbie. I think if you call it runny glue, you go for it. Because it's called all-purpose glue, but some people call it wet glue. So I think runny glue, wet glue, I mean, it's the same.
It is. And you know the wonderful thing about it? Before it dries, it gives you all that wiggle time to get these bits into place properly so that it's not stuck down. Like a normal tape pen, it'd be quite an instant thing, as would things like your red liner tape or your finger lift tape. But what the runny wet glue does... I call it both, gives you the opportunity to get it in and place it right. So I'm just going to lift it up again because I'm doing that usual Yorkshire term, by eye again. And then I'm going to wrap a little bit. I'm going to wrap a little bit of ribbon.
If you're a crafter with commitment issues, then runny glue is the one for you, is it?
Absolutely,
Brilliant.
yeah, definitely, definitely. And again, I'm just going to pop a bit of ribbon. Let's pop that on. I could have put that under my mat and layer, but for purpose of my demonstration, I'm going to just pop that across. And let's just wind a little bit of glue. Just make sure I've got that in the right place, Debbie. And just wrap that around, and we'll wrap that around a couple of times. There we go.
Really nice card. A lot of people commenting on the colour combination of this and how much they love it. Shannon says how awesome that colour combination is. Joy says how brilliant it looks. Jo saying as well that she loves that yellow floral paper that you've used there, Debbie.
Thank you very much. One of ours, it's one from, do you know, I'll have to see if I can remember which one I took it from, but it's one of ours. So what I'm just going to do now, Joe, again, because I've knocked it, but look, it's not set yet, so it gives me that bit of time to get things into its rightful place. And then I'm just going to finish that off with, let's do a little bow. Let's add a little bow on there. I wish I could do bows like our lovely Craig and Jan. They're ever so good with the bows. Have you seen them? With how fast they are with the fingers getting a bow done?
They are very fast, aren't they?
Oh, super fast. Not like me. That's why I usually use me bow maker on my Ultimate Pro. Don't ask me what I was thinking then. But what I'm just going to do... I was thinking in my bone folder. That's exactly what I was thinking on... Producer Georgina. There we go. And there we've got a nice big statement card that says, "Love you, Mum." So if you're watching, because I ain't got to see her very much just of late, which is quite sad.
Same.
But yeah, it's awful, isn't it? It's
Nearly
awful.
a year now since I last saw my mum.
Oh, Joe, how awful. Oh, that's awful, my love. My heart goes out to you. So much love to happy birthday, Karen.
It's doing wonders for my pocket, though. So I normally take mum out, treat it for a meal out or something like that, but I haven't seen it for ages. That is a gorgeous, it's a really gorgeous card, that one.
Are we still doing that card of the show, Joe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fabulous.
Also, you know that you've got a win, don't you? You know you've got one win.
I've got one win.
On the leaderboard,
I have, yeah.
You have. We added Leanne to the leaderboard yesterday. She won with something from the Caring Thoughts. But yes, in about 45 minutes' time, we will vote for Debbie's your favourite creation of Debbie's from the show. Very busy on the Maker Statement dies. Remember, they are on an awesome deal. They're 40% off, essentially. And they were fairly new. When was it we launched these, Debbie? It wasn't more than 6 months ago, I wouldn't think, was it?
For the statement alphabets?
Yeah.
Yeah, roughly around 6, 7, 8 months ago, yeah, absolutely.
So that's a juicy discount, considering that they really aren't very old. So £97, $128. That becomes $77.60 or $102.40 as a platinum member. We're going to send them out to you totally free of charge as well. Platinum members are saving £84 or $112. Make sure you get those. Something else, I'm going to level with you, right? I'm going to tell you a secret. Oh yeah, you know what I'm like. We were meant to have a 3-pack of these on today. So what I've got here for you is the precious metals and the antique elements. And I was meant to have one more set of these metallic markers on the show today. And they were meant to be buy 2, get 1 free, Debbie. That was what it was meant to be. And they sold out.
Oh.
So we've put these 2 on buy 1, get 1 free. So in fact, the value, well, it gets even better. They are now half price. $11.99 or $16.95 should get you one. It's going to get you both. Let me show you what you can do with these as well. So you've got your antique elements, which is here, and that's got in there the ancient bronze, the aged copper, the rose gold, turquoise silver, vintage satin, and the antique pearl. And then this is your precious metals. So you've got gold plate, gold nugget, burnished copper, antique bronze, pewter, and you've got the silver ingot in there as well. $11.99 or $16.95 if you want to get your hands on it. Funny word, ingot, isn't it? Am I saying it correctly? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Oh, I am. I can see Emma's nodding away down there. I think I am. Yep, just give me a good old knowing nod. So make sure you grab those. The other thing with these is there's just the amount of techniques that you can do with them. You can add water to them. You can spritz to them. You can use the brush head nib to brush letter, of course, if you want to as well. Right, we must move on to the floral stamps. These are awesome. If you love colouring, you're going to love these, because what you're going to do is stamp out that sentiment. These would make lovely postcards, you know. You know, just a single-sided sheet. Maybe just write something nice on the back of and just give it to your friend. Just because I would love to see these, Debbie, with maybe a bit of drawing gum and like a faux inky background first over the top, and then that bit taken off. Ooh. What do you think? Or how about like a resist technique with them?
Oh, yeah, that look lovely. Yeah, I like that idea.
I'm getting excited. I've had some good ideas, and none of them have been terrible today. I think I've had 2 good ones and no bad ones today.
Look at price. John, is that the price for all of them?
All of them.
I was looking and thinking they've got wrong thing on there. They've got wrong price for every single one of those stamps.
Every single one. £16 if you're a Club Inside Platinum member. I know.
Wow.
You're getting all of them. You're getting friend, you're getting thanks, you're getting hello. When you read hello now, do you do it in a Lionel Richie or Adele voice in your head when you read it?
They kind of sound, they do kind of sound the same. Producer Georgina, they both have got that, they have, haven't they? They've got that hello, how they say that first. It's very similar.
For me, it's Adele in my head when I see the word hello. You've also got sister here as well, which is awesome. Sorry. You've also got enjoy. Congrats. And of course, you've got mum as well. All of those could be yours for $19.95 or $27.95. Now, the Harmony Pigment Ink Pads. These are always popular. And these are brilliant because this is an ink pad combination that's been put together with the best of British in mind. Because it's been colour matched or selected to colour match all of those best of British colours. So you've got Bordeaux, you've got the Chinese Red, which is that awesome one there. You've also got Midnight, which is this one. I love that. Ocean Blue is one of my favourites, and you've got that in here. You've also got the Crushed Velvet in there as well. And finally, last but not least, you've got the Pale Fig in there too. You're going to get all of those, $26.98 or $34.94. Actually, let's just change those the details on the screen are for the large die and stamp folder. I just want to get you the correct details for those pigment ink pads. They are coming in. And these were colour matched to go perfectly with the best of British here as well. Let me go. I've got the details here for you. So it is £23.95 in the UK or $33.25 if you are in the US is those details just there for you. It's a 6-pack, of course, as you can see. There you go. Make sure you grab those. They're all going to work beautifully with your Best of British. Now, what we've also got, the daubers. Can you believe the finger daubers are in stock, Debbie? I mean, they have been out of stock forever. If you love your pigment ink pads, if you love doing detailed inking, you are going to love these. You've got loads of them. You've got 40 is it? 2, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, yes, 40 finger daubers are with it. $19.50 or $26. What I would say with these is, if you've not had them before, order 2. Because you'll get them home and you'll have 40 and you'll think, I wish I'd have got 2. People say it all the time. People get very excited when they're in stock. So do grab those if you want to get hold of them. Let's see what everyone's talking about in the comments. A lot of love. There's a lot of love for you today, Debbie, you know. And there's always a lot of love for you, Debbie, when you're here. But I feel like it's like notch kicked up a notch. There's even more love than normal in the room today. Lynn saying, love that card, as does Mary, Shannon, Nonna, Suzette, Stacey, all talking about how beautiful that last card was. Lisa also saying it's fabulous. Karen Carter says that she's only 5'1" and little things come in small packages. Well, I think she means... I think Karen's got a bit confused. Karen says little things come in small packages. But I think she meant good things come in small packages.
Yeah,
Let me know,
definitely good
Karen.
things.
Let me know. Oysters are good fried, apparently, according to Teresa. Nonna says, but you get a pearl from an oyster, so therefore... Fred also says, the world is your oyster, because oysters may have a pearl inside. Life is full of surprises. It really is. Lots of you loving that. In fact, you know what? Should we pop across and drop back in with the lovely Emma, our craft ambassador this week? Because we just looked at those metallic markers, and they are so popular all the time whenever we have them on the show. And Emma's been doing a little bit of working away there with the metallic markers. Have you recently got them, Emma? Have you had them a while?
I've actually had 2 sets, and then I bought the 3rd set that I didn't have for my birthday last year.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And what do you like using them for? And I would love to see a little bit of what you've been up to as well. I know you've been having a little bit of a play whilst we've been doing the show.
I've actually printed onto some water cards, and
Awesome.
I've painted with them. With
Debbie,
water.
check those out.
That's lovely. Yeah, you can paint them because they've got that lovely, they've still got that water-based feel to them, so you can still use them in that way. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous, that, Emma.
I've had another little go on some Nina.
Oh, that is
Love it.
beautiful. I love it on the white. That looks gorgeous.
And now I'm just having a play with a butterfly on some black, so they look amazing on black.
Oh, absolutely. Well, they really pop. It's that metallic colour pops when it goes onto black cardstock. Absolutely gorgeous.
Now, lots of questions. We get lots of questions in for you. Lots of you are chatting away. Good thing to come in small packaging. Karen just letting me know. She's just clearing that up there. Where do you watch? Do you watch us on Facebook or do you watch us on YouTube, Emma, when you watch us?
I usually watch you on the internet, but I recently got a new TV, so I've been watching you on YouTube.
Oh, on the big telly, Emma.
The big telly.
Oh, big telly. I love it. I love watching it on big telly. Do you know the difference watching it on the big telly is incredible, because you get to see more rather than on a smaller tablet or a telephone. Oh, telephone. Oh, cut me off. I sound a bit old-fashioned then, telephone. on a mobile. But yeah, when you get it on the big telly, you can see up close and personal. So yeah, absolutely fabulous. Yeah, I love that. If I ever get the chance, that's what I do. I tend to watch on the big telly because you get that more feel to it, don't you, when you watch us on the big telly?
What are you enjoying the extra programming, Emma? What do you think to the new studios?
Loving the new studios. I'm trying not to watch too many shows. Spend too much money.
I mean, it's 7 hours midweek now. I mean, it's quite the commitment, isn't it? I mean, it's almost a full-time job. It absolutely is. Right, Emma, if you don't mind holding the line, we're going to come back. We'll drop in with you again a little bit later in the show. So lovely to see all the things that you've been up to there. So lovely to be able to have you on the show. Now, don't forget, if you would like to be a craft ambassador or you'd like to appear on a Craft House show, just email us. That's all you need to do. You just need to email studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. You'll get a £20 or $20 voucher as well. I know, yeah. So maybe you'll be able to treat yourself to something fabulous too. Lots of you chatting away. Carol says, I just got the Antique Elements set in the mail a few minutes ago. I just love these markers. Bonnie saying as well, Debbie, after you mentioned the Imperial Leather Soap last week, I ordered it and have already received it. I'm anxious to try it on my inky hands.
It works a treat, let me tell you. It works a treat. Inky fingers no more. But yeah, absolutely. One of my top tips. Well, I said my top tips. I pinched it from Fiona. Fiona's top tip.
One of your top tips via Fiona.
Yeah, via Fiona.
That's what we can say. Right, we talk a lot in these shows about Club Inspire, about the discounts that you get when you're in Club Inspire as well. But if you're new to us, it might sound a little bit confusing. Here's Zara to take you through all the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
Oh, the details there of Club Inspire, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, we must go back to Debbie's Star Buy / Monday Mega Deal, because it is so incredibly busy right now for it over on the website. You're getting a storage bag totally free of charge. Now, the storage bag has been out of stock for absolutely ages. However, it is now in stock, ready to go, and we're giving it to you totally free of charge as well. The storage bag on its own should be £12.99. or £16.95. So it's fantastic that you're getting that there, which is absolutely awesome. Debbie, I know you love this machine, don't you? For anyone that's not seen it before, how are they going to use it? Or for people out there that have already got our larger Geminis, how are they going to also use it in their crafting?
So, well, I mean, for me, the Mini is do you know when you want to have things to hand, but you don't want to get your big plates out or get your machines? Because I know sometimes there's a few crafters that don't have the luxury of having a craft space and they have to take it onto the craft table. That's where I started. I started on a kitchen table, Joe. So having a little machine that's a little bit more portable, and it's got its own little travel case as well. Natty little travel case. This actually though, Joe, do you know it could be held for makeup and things like that if you didn't want to use it for your Mini. But having a smaller machine to hand for all your and I say smaller dies, but there's quite a lot of things that go through this. This is a 3x6 platform, but the machine itself is just as powerful as the electronic machines that we have in the family, from the Gemini Go Junior, the original Gemini.
The OG.
The OG. Well, the original gangster, but what did we say? The original
It was the
Gemini.
original Gemini, yeah.
Original Gemini, yeah. And then the big daddy itself. But there's a place for every machine, and the little mini is one that I use all the time. Now, like I've just said, Joe, it comes in this lovely carry case, which I just think is incredible because normally you have to pay for that on its own. Not today. You get the machine and you're going to get this carry case for absolutely diddly squat, which I just think is incredible. But nice little portable feature, and it's got all spaces. So inside you can see you've got this lovely stretchy mesh, get the right word out, pop all your plates in there and you can put dies in there. You've got this little removable wallet, which is a little craft tote, me and my words today, Joe, where you can pop your things like your pokey tools or your scissors or your glues or whatever it is that you want to pop in there, which is lovely to have. And then you've got the big part there which holds the mini itself, and as well some things like embossing folders and platforms. So it's a nice little touch on this. But what is also fabulous is that this little machine would not have the word Gemini in front of it if it didn't do exactly what it says with the rest of the Gemini family. So it might be mini, but it certainly packs a punch. It has got those incredible suckers on the bottom, 4 feet, that hold it into place on your glass mat or your craft table. You literally push a little bit of weight on there and you've got a craft mat that has, the little machine that just shows you how powerful those little feet are, because it's not moving anywhere, and it's simply a rocking motion back and forth to get that off your surface. But very simple. Platform itself, and these come with your machine, so you're not having to buy anything. You've got your shim, plastic folder shim, that is everything that you put your die cutting in. So anything that's a die, metal die, goes in between these 2 platforms here. However, you have got 4 cutting sides, so to get the longevity out of this, and these are the only consumables. I promise you, this one you'll never replace. I've never replaced mine yet. But this one is the consumable part of the machine. But what you will do, and I think they're a pack of 3, isn't it, Joe, for a few, and I say a few pounds, about
pennies.
3 or 4 pounds.
About £4,
Yeah,
and for a pack of 3.
Honestly, these last a long time. So make sure you get the most out of it by literally popping it on and flipping, rotating. But very, very simple, and I'm going to show you, because the platforms, and I'll run through those 2 embossing folders again, if I may, Joe, just to show you when I can find my little picket fence. There we go. This is a 2D standard, this is a 3D embossing folder, both 3x6 in size. This is the only time you will use your purple shim is with a standard embossing folder that is 3x6 in size or less. So all you do, Joe, is, and I've got a piece of silver mirror card, I'm going to pop that into there. Let's pop that in. And you literally just place your purple shim, feed it through the mouth of the machine, wind the machine, and it can go both ways. But to be fair, once through, you don't need to be going back and forth.
It's almost like a little ticket machine that a bus conductor would have, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Oh, Debbie still put a blinking piece of paper wrong way round. What are you like, Debbie? But literally it goes through there, and you've got that beautiful embossed, or should I say debossed feature there. Perfect for all your things like your letterpress techniques and everything else. And then you've got a 3D embossing folder. And this time I'm going to think yep, that's the way around, Debbie, that's the way around. Let's pop that in. But a 3D embossing folder, nothing. You don't need that, you don't need that. You just put your 3D into the mouth of the machine, and again you're just going to hold that and run that through the machine, and then when it comes out, there, hey presto, you've got all your beautiful embossed detail.
Oh my
incredible.
word. It's
and
gorgeous,
then,
isn't it?
Absolutely. And then all your dies go in the middle of there with your platform and run that through, and I'll show you that again when we start with the next demo. Credible value for money as it is as a machine standalone, but the fact that you're getting the carry case there as well, a portable carry case that you can carry around everywhere with you, is fantastic. Mine lives in the boot of my car, my other one lives on the top of the machine, because it just sits nice and neatly out of the way as I pinch that top tip from Debbie Fisher. Credit where credit's due.
It does, and it's an awesome product. So many of you loving it. It's why it's Debbie's Star Buy and the Monday Mega Deal as well. That storage bag is free, is worth $12.99 or $16.95. Platinum members $23.99 today, or $35.96 if you're in the US. Very, very busy. Lots of you chatting away. Aisha says, Joe is right about that. Watching is addictive and glad the time difference allows me to watch whilst working. Debbie, after you mentioned, we did that one about the soap. I love the new studio, but missed the clocks, says Diana. I miss the clocks as well.
So do I.
We were going to put the clocks in the cupboard, but these cupboards, they do, but they don't open.
Joe, are you meant to do that? Get back on, quick.
And then they push back on again. They're special cupboards. Do you know how I know that?
How did you know that?
Because Jenny, our big boss, she came in and went to open one and opened it, carried it off and walked around the studio with it. It was very funny. We were going to put some clocks in the cupboards, but we're working on something else. Don't you worry about that. Mary Pat says she has a full-time job inventorying her new Crafters Companion arrivals. Marilyn says, if you don't have the mini, you're missing out. It's outstanding. I use it daily. It's powerful and perfect for smaller dies and embossing folders. And Michelle says, I love my mini, my first ever die cutting machine. Right, let me take you through these. Let's go back through the Best of British collection because it really is awesome. I know this launched a little while back now. It's the first time I've actually ever managed to get my hands on this, and it's an awesome collection. You've got a few different ones in here. So you've got high tea, which is it's all very regal and elegant and about having delicious cakes and scones and pastries, just yummy. Then we've of course got Best of British City Scenes, which is gorgeous. This has got those skyline in here, the British skyline. You've got the crown jewels in here, the red post box, the black cab, all of the iconic images, the red London bus, of course, as well. How about a day at the beach? Well, that's what this one's going to give you. You've got a postcard, a deck chair. You've also got your beach houses there, a cone of chips, a lovely ice cream. It's all included in this one for you as well. And then this one just here, this is all about your rose garden. So this one is like, it's like just getting out in the garden, isn't it? You know, maybe you're going down the allotment, maybe you are going to a stately home that's got a gorgeous walled garden. It's giving me all of those kind of vibes. And then what you've got, of course, is that wonderful embossing folder as well in there. All of this collection goes through your mini, which is fantastic. So it's got a perfect one to use if you wanted to use your mini. You do also have as well the paper pad. It's coming included again for you, and it's got sort of faux ink backgrounds. I love these pages. I haven't seen these before in our paper pads, Debbie. A page like this where with your guillotine, you could use that as one big page, or you can actually get in there and start to cut that down and use that as individual elements. That's what I'd do, wouldn't you? Be chopping that up.
Absolutely. All that would be cut out in separate pieces, most definitely. Most definitely.
Really awesome. And loads of different styles in here as well. That are all looking absolutely fantastic. Right, if you want to get your hands on that, 48 pages, 12 by 12, 180 GSM. It is in that main collection there for you. Remember, £48 or $56 as a platinum member, which is a fantastic, fantastic price. I know you've got another, some more inspiration you want to share with us on this, Debbie.
Oh, absolutely, and I love this Best of British. The one that I'm going to use, though, this time, John, just get this right, this is the Rose Garden. I never promised you a rose. I said it quietly there, did you know?
You're singing away now.
And it went to full bloom voice.
That's it, you promised you'd do it.
No.
Do it, so that's it, you're done.
But honestly, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous collection, and every one of these sets is the same. It has a set of stamps that you can stamp out images. Now, I'm going to show you a little masking technique to how to create in a moment. So I'm just going to show you the stamps first. Every single stamp on there, you've got that beautiful detail, and every single one has a matching die. But this demo, though, I'm not going to use the dies, Joe, because I'm going to show you how you can create using your stamps, and I'll just bring this back in so you can see that for a second, how you can build your scene up, and this is by just a clever little technique called a masking technique when it comes to stamping. So with that said, let me just pop that there for a second. Oh, now then, what did I do with my stamping platform, Joe? I had it a minute ago. Stamping mat, stamping platform that I put back down because I was being tidy.
Too well organised,
Get me being all organised. Yeah, get me being all organised. So I've taken a piece of Nina cardstock because I am going to be using the tri-blends as well. And Nina cardstock is our super smooth cardstock that is perfect for your alcohol colouring. So I'm just going to put my watering can down first. Now, whenever you are using premium cardstock with your alcohol markers, you need the premium ink pad, which is the Finesse alcohol proof one, which is non-smear when using with your alcohol ink. And there are 4 colours that you can choose from. So there we go. So let's just pop our ink on. And all I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm just going to layer down my first layer. So I'm going to pop that down. Do you know what? Let me move that piece out of the way. That's me colouring blotting paper. I've been so organised, but it's putting me off because it's moving at the same time. So what I'm going to do is place down my first stamp. There we go. So I've got my little watering can. The next one I'm going to choose, let's have the tumbling plant pots, and pop that one on. And they've got a lovely little rose feature on this one as well. So I'm going to pop this down, Joe. A nice little tap of ink all over, and I'm going to place that on. So let's just place that there. Now then, I want to add my boots on, and I'm also going to put this frame on. So we've got this lovely frame, but I want to have my welly bobs on, and I'm going to have them hiding behind
your welly
the can.
bobs?
My welly bobs. Oh, our little Sapphire this weekend. She went to shopping with her mum and her stepdad, and she found a pair of Spider-Man welly bobs. Not Peppa Pig, Spider-Man. And she put them on. She sat down, middle of supermarket, sat down, put them on, and walked around. They had to buy them. They had no choice. They had to buy them. And she wouldn't take them off, even wanting to go in the bath with them. What a little comic. And she
Did you let her go in the bath with them?
Apparently they did.
I would have. Do you know what I think?
Splash around in the bath.
Do you know what I think with kids? What harm does it do? You know, let them put their wellies on and go in the bath.
I know,
They'll
exactly.
dry.
Exactly. Now then, Joe, to do a little bit of a masking technique, what you need to do is re-stamp your images. Now, a best way you could do this, now you could use drawing gum. You can use Pebeo drawing gum for this, where you paint over and you pop it on there and let it dry and then stamp your images, which is okay. But if you want a quick fix and you don't want to wait for Pebeo gum, get a post-it note and stamp all your images out and then fussy cut them. So I've got a pair of welly bobs, I've got a plant pot already, and I've got a watering can already. And now for this one,
fussy cutting.
Oh, honestly, love this idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that over that stamped image so it's covered up completely. And I'm going to put that on because I'm going to use that in a moment when I come and put my frame on. So let's pop that. And that is how you fussy cut around there. You just take your little snippy scissors. And then what we're going to do is we've got as welly bobs on the stamping platform, and we're going to press our ink down, cover your ink up, and then just align where you want them to be. So let's have a think. We'll have them poking out, but coming behind. So we just pop that on and then place as Wellingtons over. And then when you take this off, you've got the perfect image of them behind there without smudging over or going over the line there, which I just think is absolutely fabulous. Now, what I need to do, Joe, is because I'm putting my frame on now, is I'm going to put my welly bobs on there. I'm going to put my watering can on there, back down again, and then this time I'm going to bring in that frame. So I'm going to pop those back on there. And this really is a very simple technique, very effective, but one way you can get all your detail on. Because let's not forget, this frame is absolutely beautiful. Quite a big one as well. So let's just pop that onto there. But it's got some lovely features, which looks nice when you use it on its own. But when you want to create like these kind of techniques, this is really effective. And it's the best way I could do it without using all the Pebeo gum, which would mean painstakingly using a paintbrush to do it, which is absolutely fine if that's what you want to do. But this is just a quick cheaty way of doing it, Joe. So everything's all lined up, and I'm just going to position that behind now. Let's pop that over. Let's position that over the top. Stamp that down, lift that off, and then don't throw these away, just continue to use these, because once you've done that technique, you've now got that lovely feature. And I'm just going to hold it up for you so you can see it a little bit closer, where you can see now none of the imagery has come through there. So it looks like it's like a bit of an illusion. So you've got your Wellingtons behind the plant pot, not plant pot, the watering can. You've got your frame behind the plant pots, which I just think is really good. It's just a great way of doing it, Joe. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your colouring mediums and you're going to colour that in.
And what
so
you're doing,
again,
you're creating a new stamp there, aren't you? In effect,
yeah,
really,
absolutely.
you're customising and creating your own version of that stamp. So you're going to get something really unique.
Absolutely, and when you colour it in, Joe, that's the beautiful effect that you get, and it's absolutely fabulous, and it's just one of those easy ways to create a bit of a scene. And I haven't used any of the dyes, it's just all that beautiful stamp, because let me tell you, I love stamping. Never used to love it until our Jan introduced me to it properly, because I always used to get messy with stamping, could never do things right, and then she just showed me a few little techniques and I'm good to go, and I love stamping now. And especially when you can do things like this, turning those stamps into something quite lovely and build the scene up. So, shall we put a card together, Joe?
Yes,
Let's get a
absolutely.
card together. Now, I've chosen some of our textured cardstock, but I've also chosen some of that gorgeous, beautiful paper from that paper pad. And that paper pad is beautiful. So this is just textured cardstock that I've used, which is from the Brights. Did anybody see those new 12 by 12 pads that came out recently? The Brights and the Pastels?
Yeah, they were on our earlier show that I had with Craig, with that pop-out number show. If you want to go back, you can absolutely go and grab those. Because they're like the original paper pads, those ones, weren't they, in the 8 by 8?
Yes.
So it's great that we've got them now in the bigger size.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to use my Kalal glue. Got the right word this time, Joe. And I'm just going to start to build up my scene. So I'm going to pop that beautiful watering can feature. I could be doing a little bit of hollowing as well. I love that word, hollowing. I'm going to use that all the time now, Joe. Now you've taught it me and I've remembered it. But again, some of those beautiful papers, it's just which one do I use? They're all so glorious, which is why I always buy more than multiples. And I know if is it Christine Mahoney from America, if she's watching, I know for a fact that she always buys more than one paper pad. But they're so useful to have in as your, you know, little extra crafty stash there for things like this. But again, just really lovely. I'm just doing a little bit of matting and layering these up. And again, let's just bring in this one that matches that one. Let's pop that on. And don't worry about with colouring, if you get this bleed through on the back, that is perfectly normal when you're using your alcohol pens to colour in. But there you go. So we've got another little mat there. I think I might lift this up with a little bit of 3D Kalal glue again. So let's just pop a little bit of these pieces. You could use your foam pads to lift it off, but it gives it a little bit extra depth and dimension. And again, just position that. And it's all about those little sketchy places. And then again, we've got lots of stamps in that, sentiment stamps. So we've got birthday blooms on this one, Joe. And again, just pop in a little bit of chunky glue. And there you go. You've got yourself a gorgeous card. And that's just showing you one way that you can use those stamps by that clever masking technique. And let's not forget, hold on to these pieces and use them again for when you want to create some more of them.
Oh yeah, I guess you could store those in with your packets with your
Yeah,
actual,
absolutely. That's exactly where they live.
It's a really beautiful card that you've created there, Debbie, and one of so many options. That's just using one of the sets. Of course, you get 4 sets included. You also get that embossing folder in there as well. It's a really beautiful collection, and you're getting the paper pad too. If you wanted to pick and choose, absolutely, you can pick and choose if you want to, and cherry pick what you want to go for in that collection. It is totally up to you, but it is a really, really lovely selection of products that you've got in there. £60 or $70. The Mini is still proving extremely busy at the moment. You guys are loving it. It is back in stock. Well, that storage bag is back in stock, which is fantastic. So it means that we're going to give you that free of charge. It is Debbie's Star Buy slash the Monday mega deal that you've got. It's back in stock. You get everything you need. You get the bag, you get the shims, you get the machine itself. You're even getting a little instruction booklet in there that's going to tell you exactly how you're going to use it as well, which is awesome. Loads of you still chatting away. A lot of love for that last card. Don't forget as well, we've got to vote for your demonstration of the show, Debbie. So I guess you'll do one more and then we'll vote for them all. How's that sound with you?
Absolutely fabulous.
Brilliant. Rosalind saying, great tips today. Thank you so much. Will Jewett says, I love this collection. Regina saying, I've used the masking technique a lot. Joy says, Debbie, you show us so many lovely things, so thank you. Sam Welsh saying, love that. This is incredible. I have to try it now, says Regina. Kay saying, that's my favourite glue. The papers are gorgeous, says Susie too. Susie too confesses she's a little bit of a paper hoarder. I don't think you're alone there, Susie. Aish says, Debbie, you did some great colouring for this card. I really like it. Susie's vote for demo of the show is going to that one. Marilyn and Mary both saying how much they love that last God, you have got a lot of love today, Debbie. Loads and loads of love. There's a lot of love in the room for you, as Ursula would say. Right, we're going to go back to the Make a Statement dies. It's an awesome big collection. I know I showed you half of them, so I'm going to show you the other half. We stopped at Mom last time, so that is where we're going to go back to. But what you've also then got as well is on this card on the inside, all the different ways of using it. To the best, love you, lots of love as well, which is fantastic. Let me go through these. Note, so you've got note, and then on note you have, let me just grab it off there for you. You've got this card, and the card's going to tell you, you've got just to, at birthday, and then just you. So you've got all of those. They are all different for each and every one of the letters that you've got in here. This one, I can't read them upside down sometimes. Perfect, that says. Queen. This is yours, Debbie. You're a queen. You're a crafty queen. You've also got relax as well. Special. We've got thanks. Unique. Very. That's an interesting one. Very. Very unique. Wonderful. Absolutely, you could use them together in conjunction, couldn't you? Kiss, kiss, kiss. That well-known Holly Valance song. Let me just show you what's on the inside. What's going to be on the inside of this one? I'm not sure. It says hugs and kisses. There you go, on there. XO, yes, of course. You got you. You've also got zest. Zesty, love it. And Mr. and Mrs., which is the back one there for you as well. You get all of them included. It's an awesome deal. You're saving 40% on these as well. £97 if you're in the UK, $128 if you are in the US, $128.50. You'll get free postage and packaging, free shipping and handling on these as well. Now, if you are a Club Inspire Platinum member, you can grab hold of these today for that quite remarkable price of £77 or $102. That means you save £84 or $112. If you're thinking to yourself, what on earth is a Club Inspire Platinum member? Here's all the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there, of course, of Club Inspire, which is absolutely fantastic. Right, we're going to cross back over in a second to speak to the lovely Emma again, who is this week's Craft Ambassador, which is absolutely fantastic. We have Craft Ambassador every single Monday now during our Monday Maker show. If you would like to be a Craft Ambassador, then all you need to do is drop us an email, and I'll tell you how to do that in a minute. Let's go and drop back in with Emma and say hi to her. Are you still there, Emma?
I am.
Oh, awesome. For anyone who's thinking about, emailing and coming on the show, how scary is it? Because a lot of people say, oh, I couldn't come on, no, I'd be too shy. What do you say to those people?
I only got an email this morning, so that was quite scary.
Okay, but we're a nice bunch, aren't we? We don't bite.
Oh, no. I've done a show with Debbie before, so I knew the ropes. So, but yeah, I got an email about 11 o'clock, so that was quite short notice.
Oh, fabulous. Well, I'm glad you were able to join us because it's been lovely, of course, to have you on the show. And as a thanks for having you on the show, we're going to send you a £20 spend for the website as well. So treat yourself to something nice. Treat yourself to something nice on us. I don't know what you're going to grab yourself. Have you seen those? Have you seen the aqua tricolours yet? Have you seen how to go on those? I've played with them. Oh, so good.
I was bought 2 packs for Christmas from my mum, so I'm still finding my way with those.
Oh, awesome. Well, I had so much fun doing some of that as well. Well, I hope you keep doing lots of colouring. I hope we get to speak to you again at some point in the future as well, Emma. But for now, can I say a massive thanks from myself and all of the team here at Crafters TV.
I've finished the butterfly.
Oh, fabulous.
Oh, beautiful. That's gorgeous. That look lovely. Those metallic markers are insanely good. Look at the pop of colour off that, Joe. Beautiful.
They are really, really awesome. A massive thanks, Emma. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you back here soon again on Crafters TV. Take care. Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Loads of you chatting away still as well. Gloria says, hello, Joan. I just wanted you to know that I've purchased my first set of tri-blend markers. Thank you for your expert advice, Crafters Companion family. I would love to run around the Crafters Companion stores. We love all of Debbie's card, says Carol Code. That was a fun card. Love that card. I wonder if we should do the demo of the show now, Debbie, and not vote on the last demo, just because we've only got 20 minutes left. So, what do you think?
You don't know what I've got lined up for the next one, Joe.
All right then, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, all bets are off then. All bets are off. We'll do it afterwards. What we're going to do, we're going to have a short, speedy vote after this demonstration then. Debbie has spoken. Right, Debbie, what would you like to demonstrate for the last demonstration of this fabulous Monday Maker show? Can I say as well, how quickly has the last hour and 40 minutes gone?
Well, I'm actually quite shocked, Joe, just to say how fast it has gone, because we've still got another show lined up, and then I'm in a special little takeover show with Debs and Zara next door, so it's going to be all exciting.
Are you?
Yeah, get me. Can't wait. I'm so excited about it. So I can't believe how fast this time is flying, and we've still got that gorgeous craft vault with any hunky-dory stuff left. Who knows?
Who knows? You'll have to join us and find out in an hour and 20 minutes.
Absolutely. So I'm going to spell a word out. And you know, you were talking about, what was it you said earlier? Banners? Bunting. We could do things like bunting, but you could also do special cards as well. Now, I've already had to pre-plan a lot of this, so I'm just going to take you through it. We talked about those words. Every single one has got a die that you can use independently on its own, which is what I'm going to do for this one. But then you have the set of stamps as well. So you've got your T, you can match it up with your die, which I'm going to do again in a moment, but then you've got all these little extra sentiments that you can use. And I love that idea of having the big T and then the anks for thanks. I just think it's incredible. It's just a great, great alphabet. It's one of those alphabets that's a little bit multifunctional. Is that the right word?
Multifunctional is the right word to me.
Yeah, that's the word. That's the word I'm looking for. But I'm bringing back in my little Monday mega deal, which is my mini. Gosh, I will get my words that right one of these days. I'm going to bring in some glitter card stock, beautiful glitter card stock. I'm going to just take that off. Oh, Debbie, you mucky pup. You've left.
Oh, you're such a mucky pup.
Let me take my S. Let's get the S. I think I've super glued these back on, Joe. Right, let's pop that onto there, and we're going to cut out the S. I'm going to cut it twice, and then we're going to do a stamp, and then we're going to speed up the rest of the process. So again, you can bring that back and forth, and don't forget this is a glitter cardstock, so it might need a couple of cuts. However, let's just take this off. Take off my, now then, let me get my crafty tool for a second, Joe. Are you reading comments there? I can see you with your head down. Are you busy
I'm
reading all the comments?
actually texting, I'm texting someone, which sounds really bad, doesn't it? But I was just texting Taylor, who is in charge of social media, just to say whoever's doing the social media today for us and posting the comments is doing such an excellent job. I've had so many awesome comments coming through to the show, and I can't find out who it is because I can't see the name for some reason of which social media superstar it is that's doing all the comments today. But there's so many of you chatting away, so many coming in as well. And I've got to say, Debbie.
Yep.
I'm afraid I'm gonna level with you and say I didn't hear a single word of what you said to me just before you said my name. Honesty is the best policy, Debbie. Honesty is the best policy.
Do you know what, Joe? I was so engrossed in who's the wonderful, the wonderful star is.
Should we just have a minute? Should we just have a couple of minutes of silence?
Oh, do you know, Joe, honestly, do you know, it's funny, you can remember things that you did like 15, 20 years ago, but do you know the most simplest things, like remembering what you said 2 seconds ago, I've completely forgot, because I was that engrossed in what you were saying, and I wanted to see which one of our lovely social superstars it was, so I completely forgot. I'm hoping Georgina, producer Georgina, or director George were listening and could just refresh my memory what we're asking or talking to you about.
Oh, who knows?
Let's see if they were paying attention. Shall we see?
I found...
They don't know either.
I mean, I'm so confused at this point. I don't even know where I am and what my name is, Debbie. I don't know what's going on. We've fallen into some sort of crafty black hole. Right. I'm trying to work out who it is. It's Amy who's on a social media superstar. Amy. Thank you, Amy. Right. Normal service resumes, Debbie. We've got to get told off otherwise.
We will. Now, I'm just poking out all my little glittery bits, so I'm just going to pop that there. But can I just show you something else, Joe? Look. I've got a lovely aperture of an S that I could use in something completely different as well. So I'm just going to repeat that process. So I'm going to bring my S, I'm going to take it back through my mini again, and I'm going to just give it a little bit of a shadow drop, this one, and also I'm going to stamp an S too and then pop it up. So you could multi-layer it as well, which I just think, again, really fabulous. So let's just, oh look, I've got another one, Joe. I could use another one of these as well. Keep that for something else too. So I'm just literally poking out all my bits. Let me move that out of the way because I'm done with my mini now. I'll just throw everything on the side. Let's just literally take this out. And then I'm going to bring in now one of, now what colour shall I use for this? Ooh, I'll have a delve underneath here, Joe. I'll have a delve. Just give me a second. Oh, I found one.
You're rummaging?
I'm having a rummage. I'm having a rummage.
Chantel's saying, great show as usual. I think that comment might have come through before the last sort of 4 or 5 minutes of what's happened. I don't think we'll get a BAFTA for this show now, Debbie. I think we were on for a daytime Emmy before this, you know.
Do you think we were?
I think we were. Yeah, and I think I think it's gone to the wall with 15 minutes to go.
Now I'm just going to bring in, do you know, I think I might have got wrong ink pad here, but it doesn't matter, Joe, because as long as we get like a little outline of where I'm going to go with this. So again, just press this down, you've got your lovely S, and then we can build this up, Joe, and it's a good job I've already done bits in little sections, but we're going to add on, and I'm going to bring in my dotty tape pen for this. Do we still have dotty tape pens in stock? Our little producer, look, she's listening this time.
She is listening, but she missed it. She missed it. Dotty tape pens is. I think we've got them in the shop. I know we've got the regular ones in stock at the moment, but I'm not sure. Have a little look over on the website. You know where the stash is now, Debbie, so you're not going to need any more for a while.
I don't need any because I've got loads now. You've seen me right, Joe, today. But all we're going to do is just literally layer this up. And again, you could do a little bit of a shadow drop so you can create a little bit of a multi-layer. Let's just pop that on there for a sec. Come on, don't fail me now. Now we're on the ending. But again, you could just layer it up. But I just like the idea of having a little bit of a shadow drop and that little effect round there. I've just literally taken one of my art liner pens and gone round giving some little fake stitching and then taken a black Spectrum Noir ink pad, water reactive ink pad, and just given it, and it literally just makes it pop a little bit. You can see that difference there. So literally now, all I'm going to do, Joe, is I've taken some of that glorious cardstock from the 12 by 12 or the 8 by 8s. But look what I've done, Joe. I'm making myself a bit of a big card. Now I've done this in segments, and I've used.
What's this card style called?
This style card. It's just a concertina card. It's a concertina card, so it's just like bringing
Love
it
it.
out, and it's like, well, a little fan card. And all it is segments of A4 cardstock that I've chopped down to size at 5 inches, and I'll just show you, 5 inches, and I've scored, I'll give you the right measurements as well. So it's just at 14, scored in each segment there, and then literally just line up each one of these panels with a section of the colours from the paper pads. And I've already pre-done my words, Joe, because I'm going to give thanks to you, because that's exactly what I'm going to spell out, for a wonderful show that we've had today.
Oh, it has been wonderful, isn't it?
It has. So, and all I've done with these, Joe, is I've just done exactly the same method, but chosen for each one. So I've used red and black and a red ink. I've used orange and black and a coppery coloured orangey
done a drop shadow
glitter
on that one?
cardstock. I've drop shadowed every single one,
Fabulous.
including me
You
yellow
really,
one.
Oh, Debbie, do you know what? I see why you wanted to wait. I see why you wanted to wait.
And can you see now as well, Joe, every single one? So I've used a green ink, a matte black cardstock, and one of the glitter cardstocks that we do on our website. And all I'm doing is popping each one on there. And then again, blue for this one. So I've got a blue one, exactly the same, blue ink in the background, black matte cardstock, and then die cut in a glitter cardstock. And we've got lots of lovely glitter cardstocks on the website. These are from our smaller packs, Joe, and you'll see them all on there. And I'm just going to make sure I've got my S the right way around. So my purple one is just on here, so that when this folds out now, and you give that to someone, you're going to have to please excuse me little inky fingers, because I've smudged a bit of red, but I'll cover it up and you'll never notice. Are you ready?
A bit of egg.
Are you ready? So we're going to say thanks.
Thanks. I love
there
that.
There you go, but it all folds up nice and neatly into a little 5x5. I'd say box for this one, Joe, because it's a little bit deeper in depth. It's not as flat as a normal card, so I would pop it into a little box. But what a great way of using it, and I've only used the alphabets off there.
Do we even need to vote?
Do we need to vote?
Do we need to vote for the best
Do you
one?
want-
I think we do, because it is a democratic process. So let's say if you want to vote for the thanks one, which is easily going to win, you can say thanks in the comments right now. You've also then got as well your other ones. Let's say shaker.
So this is the shaker card at the beginning with the best of British. So say shaker.
Yeah.
Then we had the statement mum.
Awesome.
So
Pop
mum.
mum in the comments.
And then we had the masking technique, which was the, shall we say blooms? Blooms?
Blooms?
Blooms?
Yeah,
Shall we go with
blooms. Let's go with blooms.
Blooms. Or then
awesome.
lastly, let's start with, get it the right way around this time, or our thanks concertina card in the statement alphabet. And that's just showing you one way that we can use it.
Awesome.
So get voting, guys.
You've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes to vote. I know, it's got a short voting window this time. Right, I'm going to run you back through the maker statements. I'm going to try and whiz through them. I know we are running out of time. Debbie's is all getting all. What time are you on doing your takeover thing later?
So 7 to 8 to here, and then nipping next door about 8:15.
Ooh, tight turnaround. It's all go, isn't it? You've got Dad, of course, and then remember what you've got as with each one of these is you've got all the extra stamps as well to enable you to create a further sentiment. So you're going to get all of these, which is brilliant. If you want to get them individually, you can. So 3 for £15 or $20. The collection details are along the bottom of your screen. Oh, that one's upside down. Oh, these ones are all upside down. What am I like? You can get them, of course, along the bottom there. 161.73, 214.65 is what you should be paying. You've also got them though for a today price of £97 or 128.50. Really, really awesome. I just love it. I absolutely love it. Now, I want to recap on the best of British too, because it's very busy there. I'm hearing that thanks is way out in the lead at the moment. If you want to change that, if you want to change that result, then you need to get voting now. But the thanks is out in the lead. You've got 2 more minutes if you want to vote. So. Now, we're going to go back through the best of British that you've got. This is awesome, and I think the great thing is about this, I know Debbie will agree with me, it's the size on these that makes these so brilliant, because they fit in with so many other collections that you will already have. If you've got staycation, imagine this sitting alongside your camping staycation selections. One way you're going to be able to use them. Have you got exploding boxes? Absolutely, you're going to love using it with those as well. There are so many different ways that you're going to be able to use this. So you've got high tea, which is this one just here. You've then got city scenes, which is a London scene. You've got the crown jewels, the black cab, the phone box, the iconic London, red London bus. Then we've also got as well beach day, which is this one here. And we've got our beach huts. We've got a Kona chips. Oh, bring on the summer and a Kona chips. You've got a beach house. You've got your 99 there. Oh, pop a flake in that. You've also got then, of course, your rose garden as well, which is absolutely awesome. There, as you can see, with all your garden, your wellies, all of those different things, which are looking absolutely awesome. You do get, of course, the paper pad as well. So let's just give you a quick look at that. This is awesome too. And the paper pad, of course, it's going to work beautifully with. You've got something a bit different in the paper pad with these kind of postcard style ones that look a little bit different. Then you've also got as well all of your different patterns in here. It works perfectly with that main collection. Right, I need to let you know the results are in. They have been counted. They have been recounted. And, of course, it was a tie. I don't know how. It was a tie on YouTube. So it was a tie on Facebook. On Facebook, it was a tie between Thanks and Blooms. However, Thanks was the clear winner over on YouTube. Therefore, Thanks is the winner. And what's great is you're going to be able to stretch it out on this on the cabinet of creativity, Debbie.
Yay!
I think you're going to be getting your first star, Debbie. You know.
My first star. I've got one. I've got one.
Oh, you got. Oh, well, you're going to get another.
You weren't here, Joe. You weren't here. I got one the other week.
You're going to get another.
With our lovely Craig, when Craig was here.
Absolutely. Yes. Make sure you grab it. Debbie and myself, of course, are going to be back for you again in an hour's time. Before we go, though, we've got to touch back on that Monday Mega Deal / Debbie's Star Buy. It is so busy on the Mini. Why is it your Star Buy, Debbie?
So we talk about machines and the power of machines, which is incredible. All our Gemini family are. For me, the idea of having a small manual machine that you can stick on the top of your electronic machines, which literally quite a lot of dies fit through here. I've demonstrated that today. Embossing folders fit there. It's 3x6 in platform size. It might be small, but it ain't half mighty. Look at this. I would dare to pick it up over my head, but I can't get my arms that far up. But literally, it packs a powerful punch. It die cuts, it embosses, 2D folders, 3D embossing folders. It does lots of other materials as well. We can do tissue paper, all those kind of things. It will cut leather and all those kind of things as well. It might be a little machine, but don't be fooled by that little machine because it isn't half powerful. But for me, what you're getting today in the Monday Mega Deal
Mega Deal!
Oh, that sounds... That's
like I was going into some sort of anaphylactic shock or something. That happened.
But what you've got is an incredible carry case that you can fit everything in. And I'm going to make sure, Joe, that I don't forget to pop it back in the boot of my car because it comes everywhere with me. But I'm packing it all up. You've got that lovely feature where you can pop your tools in the top, and you've got that little space there where you can put all your extra little bits. It folds all up nice and neatly, and it's a lovely little lightweight, portable, gorgeous carry case that is coming today for absolutely nothing, which is why
free and gratis.
Definite. Free gratis, yep, all those kind of things as well. What you say? But absolutely fantastic deal that is today. It's a great machine and it is perfect for anybody who's just starting out in crafting. Any of your kids and you don't want them to get involved in any electric machines. For all your experienced crafters, if you just want to have something small and handy to have, you can put that on your lap tray on a night, which is I know what a lot of our crafters do, our craft experts do. That's what you can do too. It's a great little machine with a great little carry case that you can take along with you.
Absolutely, it is. Do not forget about that weekly Star Buy across on the website, which is the MIDI. A great deal there for you on the Mini as well. We get in that bag totally free of charge with the Mini, which is fantastic. The bag as well is worth £12.99 if you're in the UK. or $16.95. If you are in the US. I need to remind you again about those metallic markers. They are an absolute steal at this price. They are on a buy one, get one free, which is awesome. So you're going to get the precious metals and you're going to get the antique elements in there as well. You get both of them, $29.99 or both of these are $12.99, I believe as well. $11.99 or $16.95 if you want to go for those. There you are, there's the details, fantastic. Should be, well, it's a half price deal, so you're paying half of what you should. Don't forget, Craft Vault it is coming up in 1 hour's time with myself and Debbie. Debbie, may I say it's been a pleasure to spend a couple of hours with you in the studio. It's like buses shows together. We didn't have any for ages, and then 4 come along at once.
I know, it's been absolutely fabulous. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what we've got left. I haven't got a clue, can I just tell you. We're definitely crafting on the hoof because I've no idea what's left. I'll be finding out in a moment, and we'll see you at 7.
Oh, it's going to be fun. Get yourself a cuppa, get your baskets checked out from this show, have a little look at what's left from the earlier show as well, and make sure you join us back here in an hour's time. I'll see you then, guys. Bye-bye.